back to my channel. We're officially in the last half of July, which is crazy how quickly time is flying by this summer. And I was reflecting on this a little bit this morning, and I think there is a time come later summer where I think about fall and I think about the leaves turning and jazz music and the rain and everything, and I get really excited for it. But as of right now, it's July 22nd today. I'm still like really liking summer. We're gonna spend a day together. I have some fun things planned. Of course, I'm not going to share those because I feel like every time I share something that I plan on doing in the day, it doesn't happen. So I'm gonna keep it a surprise, so you'll just come along for the journey and see what we end up doing. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I live in Seattle. I'm originally from San Diego and I moved here in 2020 unofficially. Kind of like hopped back and forth between San Diego and here quite a bit, and then in 2023 I made the official move up. So I am a Southern California transplant. If you can't tell, I've been told I have a vocal fry, so I'm like trying to work on that. This is a day, maybe like a morning, half a day in my life. I'm really excited for it because it's actually supposed to be 95 degrees today, which is very warm for here. Probably since the last time I made a vlog. We bought a house. It was a family rental that is pretty close to my husband's aunt and uncle and cousins, so we kind of live in a community with all of them, which is really cool. However, fun homeowner things is that our AC, we learned it couldn't really keep up with the heat, and there's a couple reasons for it, but basically we need another AC, and that's not quite in the budget right now, so we're just kind of making do. It's fine though, we'll survive. It doesn't really get that hot too many days a year here, so I think it'll be fine. So something I have been living by this summer is my summer passport. There you go. And I just bound it with some yarn from a past project. One of my friends actually came up with this summer passport idea. I think she did hers online, but I was like, I have so much paper. I just need to use some of this stuff. But basically, I have a couple different categories. So I have going out, my weekly things I do, which I've been actually so bad at tracking things I do on this page. I just don't think about it, and then the time passes and I don't mark it, so I kind of just ignore that page. Washington Lake Life is another category, hobbies, and there's a few things like crossed out in there, and that's because I wrote them down and then I realized it'd actually be better in another category. I have cooking, okay, fun, and the great outdoors. So, oh, and there's more. Friends and hosting and travel. So these are the categories I have been trying to like base a lot of my decisions on this summer, just to make sure like I'm doing what I said I wanted to do. It's holding me accountable. Hope you can see this, but I found these in close to Pike Place. Ah, there you go. They're Studio Ghibli like Totoro stamps, and so there's different versions of Totoro on here, and I think, is this May? I think that's May. But how cute is that? So I've been using those to mark my progress in my passport. But yeah, some of the things I have on here, I wanted to do dinner at Cafe Flora, which is a really good vegetarian restaurant here in Seattle. My husband and I went to Life on Mars, which is a really cool listening bar in Capitol Hill. I finally went to YGF Malatang, which was such a fun experience, and it was really good soup. Well, I got the soup. Michael got like a dry noodle dish. But I have things on here like the Pioneer Square Art Walk, going to Matcha Man, Founders Club Speakeasy, the patio at Harvest Beat. Harvest Beat is one of our favorite restaurants here, but we've never sat outside for like summer patio dinner, so that's something I would really like to do before the summer ends. We actually just went to Mount Rainier just 2 days ago, and it was absolutely incredible. We did the Skyline Loop Trail. It was just so lovely, and we're going camping next weekend, which is cool. So that's our summer passport. I wanted to show you in case you want to do it too. It's super fun, and this was completely free to make. I mean, also I had all the materials already, but it was just so fun to kind of put my ideas just down on paper. Okay, it's matcha taste test time. Yeah, that's a Teddy Graham matcha. Blueberry cup from World Market. And I was just there to look for some pillows actually, and I didn't find anything but this cup. And now it's my official matcha cup, so. So I think we're also very overdue for a garden tour, so I think we should head outside and go see what's going on. So I made this tea, and it's actually from a recipe I learned in San Diego. It's basically really strong peppermint tea, thyme sprigs, mint sprigs, and some agave or honey, whatever you choose to add. And it is the most refreshing iced tea I've ever had. So I'm going to actually bring some with me today in my little fellow mug. This thing keeps things cold or hot like no other. Like the installation is so good in this. So I'm gonna bring this, I'm gonna bring this on our hike today to enjoy for when it gets a little warm on the trail. Something I love about Washington is how there's just nature everywhere here. Like, we're still in the city. So, something that I told myself this year is that I really want to get more into solo hiking and just going outside and not being afraid to do it on my own. And I've been wanting to check out this trail for a little while now, and I haven't really had the nerve to do it, honestly. I think there's this conception that everyone who lives in Washington is just hiking all the time and doing things on their own, and honestly, I think me, someone who grew up in the city and was always taught to be on high alert, like never really learned how to relax in nature, so I think this is a really good practice for just finding peace in nature and just doing things on my own. Wow. I think it's really cool to actually be able to feel the topography and rocks and little sticks underneath your feet. I feel like I am grounded and I am secure and supported, so. That was such a beautiful hike. Normally I'm taking public transportation around the city. Also, today I needed to go pick up my new stickers, my registration stickers, and I also have some things I want to do in the city today, so I figured it's just easier to just take my car. So I'm very thankful to have a car for when I need it for situations like today. I want to stop by one of my favorite yarn stores because my in-laws gave me some gift cards for Christmas, and I really want to make a tank top for the summer weather, and I realized I don't have any fingering weight yarn to do so, and I already bought the June top pattern by Petite Knit, so I know they sell knitting for olive yarn at the place I'm going to go to, so we're gonna go check that out and see what colors they have. And also use my gift card, and then after that we'll see. I need to get lunch, and I do want to try a flavor of Frankie and Joe's July ice cream. My goal in life is to have a wardrobe that is just full of handmade knitted pieces, knitwear. I think something is just so beautiful about hand making your clothes, and each one has a story of where you knit it, who was with you, did someone give you the yarn, so you're just so much more connected to the story of each garment, and I think it would be so cool to just have some summer pieces.
That one's done.
Might have been the owner talked me into it. She came by and she was so sweet. She's like, oh yes, this color would be great on you. So I'm excited. So now we're gonna go get some food and some ice cream. I am craving some Chipotle. I really like to get their kids meals because it's like the perfect amount of food for me for lunch. And then there is like a s'mores flavor of Frankie chips. Okay, take two because I forgot my phone in the car. Okay, it's ice cream time now. That's all. That's perfect. So I got the berry froyo flavor. They were sadly out of the backyard s'mores, but the spoon is like ridiculously big. But anyways, I think I'm gonna have to come back and try it because they said it might be their best seller ever, and I love s'mores, so. I'm at Ravenna Gardens because I need to get some seeds. So I have a hydroponics little setup in the kitchen, and I'm out of like lettuce seeds for it, so I think I'm gonna do that. And then make my way back home. Yeah, it's really hot and I really want to go jump in the lake when I get home, so hopefully I don't sit in too much traffic, and that is the exact reason I usually take public transit. Okay, so we found the Insta 360. My little floaty has like a drink pocket, and I put this little plum in there. So I'm gonna eat my plum on the water. And after that, I am going to read my Kindle. Sorry if this is like the quality is so weird. I literally have no idea like how this is filming right now because I can't see a screen, so hopefully it's fine. But yeah, this is my waterproof Kindle case. This is our setup.